It's time for the morning announcements.
Yes.
All right, good morning, Flower. Mr. Walker here with your morning announcements for Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. Yes, you heard me right. It's already Tuesday. Let's go ahead and stand for our morning announcements, starting first with our pledge. We're standing, and those right hands over our hearts, and we are ready to begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Flower, you may go ahead and be
All
seated.
right, Flower, I can barely speak this morning because we've got our lunch bunch here and we're here to talk about lunch today. All right, yeah, room for one more, why not? All right, so for lunch today, talk about social distancing. For lunch. So, for lunch today, we have calzones, we have some peaches, we have cucumbers. Please make sure you eat all of your meal. Let's go ahead and enjoy
All right, so
lunch today.
yesterday our boys stayed after school, long hard practice with Coach Cruz in preparation for today's matchup against AMS Desert Sky. It's a home game here, 4:30 p.m. AMS Flower. Please make sure you have a parent or guardian with you to attend. Now, let's also set our sights on Thursday. Thursday is an away matchup against AMS South Mountain. Let's go ahead and support our Turtles. Again, it's an away game, so we need to secure transportation to and from, and a parent or guardian is with us to attend. Those things kind of go hand in hand, so let's make sure we secure both. Let's also keep in mind, speaking of volleyball, that our students versus staff volleyball matchup is going to be at the end of this month on November 30th. That is going to take place during our power assembly. We can't wait to see our boys and girls teams join forces to go up against our teachers and staff. Now, what the winner will receive is up to you. Let's go ahead and get to brainstorming on what that prize could be for our winner of that matchup.
Our food drive is coming this week. Fourth grade is really in the lead of donating the most food to the turkey in the front office or to their teacher. So the people that donate the most food to the turkey in the front office get to pie the principals in the face.
Now, students, you heard Aria right. The grade level that gets the most donations to the food drive gets to pie an administrator in the face. Now, we do this every year, and Mr. Walker's always the target. Let's, in fact, go back to the last 3 school years to look at some highlights from Mr. Walker getting pied.
More. When you put it in, do not drop it, okay? You can do a little shake, but that's it. Alright? Ready to count down. Here we go. 3! 2! 1! Hold on, where you been?
So come on, do we really want to see that one more time? Come on, let's get original here and let's go ahead and pie Mrs. Rushing in the face this year. All right, so all week we've been talking about computer-based testing. We're talking about computer-based testing because we have our next round of tests coming up very shortly. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Mr. Walker, we're tested every day, we're tested every week, like we were talking about another test. Yes, we do have another test. It's our interim assessment coming up, and our interim assessment is designed for you to show what you know. Now, everything's going to computers this year. That is something that is new, and it can be scary. Mr. Walker's got to admit that there are things on that test that Mr. Walker didn't grow up with, so he necessarily can't be like, oh, hey, watch out for this and watch out for that, because as a student, Mr. Walker always had paper-based tests. Now, as a teacher, Mr. Walker began to transition to computers, and that's what I want to lean on this morning. When you all take a computer test, you're going to have different types of questions. Sure, you might have questions where you type in a response. Sure, you might have questions where there's multiple choice, where you pick A, B, C, or D. There will be other types of questions, though, such as our drag and drop. Dragging and dropping requires a little bit of skill, a little bit of strength in your hands and your fingertips, because when you have those drag and drop questions, chances are they're trying to get you to drag an item to categorize it. You're either trying to categorize it or compare and contrast, where you need to take one item and drag it all the way to another part of your screen. That's going to require for you to really work out your fingers. You're going to have to click on whatever image or word they want you to click on. You're going to have to hold down the mouse or the mouse pad. You're going to have to hold it and then drag, scoot your fingers over on that mouse pad so that it gets to its destination. This is going to require, again, a little bit of strength in your fingertips, and it's going to require some patience. So please make sure that you practice this before the real thing comes. It is also time for us to pause, rewind, take a look at history. Native American history that has shaped our world and society as we know it. Native American history and heritage that has influenced our past, present, and of course impacts our future. Today, we want to talk about another reading title, another children's book titled We Are Grateful. This goes into the Cherokee tribe and just giving you so much great insight, so much great information and history and context of the Cherokee tribe in the United States, but also teaches a lesson on how to be grateful. And again, just as Mr. Walker said with yesterday's book, Rainbow Crow, how to give for the benefit of others, how to give even when it costs you something or everything. We need to make sure that we have that in our minds all day, every day, especially.
All right, Flowers,
during
we're
this
going to
month
go
of
ahead and
gratitude.
make it a great Tuesday. It's already Tuesday, by the way. The choice is always yours. We'll see you around. Take care. Be safe. Love you all. Bye-bye.
All right, Flower, it is now time for our regularly scheduled moment of silence. Please take the next minute to think and reflect.